So what we're going to do today is actually really interesting. We're going to walk through a demo. I'm going to sign out actually. Whoops, I've actually quit it. Hang on one sec here. It's going to be cool. Don't worry. Oh, not that one. I got 50 different terminals there. You know, I'm sure everybody in blockchain development is familiar with having a bunch of terminal windows open. I actually broke the example this morning, so just bear with me. I was just trying to fix some things and then I just broke the whole thing. That happens. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to walk you through how to set up this NFT example. We have a new NFT example coming, but the one that I'm looking at is actually called NFT Onboarding, and it's in the Near Apps organization. And so it's called NFT Onboarding. If you want to back out into the Near-Apps examples, you can see there's a lot of examples here. And each one of them, for example, a coin flipping example, each one comes with a video that goes along with the repository. So I understand it's a hackathon and everybody's busy, but I promise you, I promise you 90% of what is in this video will just work out of the box. You may have a different computer configuration environment than what I have, but if you watch the video, everything in the video is in here. So you can just clone the repo and you can get started. So that's an example of github.com Near-Apps. So that's an organization that we have for basically, these are hacks. These are like hackathon projects. So if we go into the NFT onboarding one, this is the one that I'm working with today. It's about progressive onboarding. So I'll show you what that means in just a second. But first, let's just go through the example as if we were a Near user with a wallet. So we're going to connect our wallet. So it's going to wallet.testnet.org. So I'm going to get my wallet md1.testnet. So I'm signing into the app right now. So it's a web wallet. So unlike a MetaMask, you know, it's not an extension. It's actually taking you to a web-based wallet and then bringing you back to the application. Okay. So let's go up to our config here where I've stored some cool GIFs that I'm going to use. So I'm going to mint an NFT. So I'm signed in as my wallet. I can check my balance here. I've got 210 Near tokens. Woohoo! So I'm going to close that, and then I'm going to mint this NFT. So it's going to redirect me to the wallet. Now, why? Each time I mint an NFT, I have to pay the NFT contract a fee. So it's just sort of like a small fee for minting, right? I'm just going to double check. Airmeet, everything good? Send me some thumbs. Okay. All right. So now I've minted my NFT. If I go to my tokens, I see that I've got, it's our co-founder Ilya, and it's a Near Punk 2077, cypherpunk GIF that was done by our community guru wizard of all humans, Nima, who you may or may not have met or seen on Twitter. So he made this, and I'm going to set a price for this. So I'm going to sell this for 5 Near tokens. Ooh, it's going to be pricey. Just having fun. Okay, so now the price is set at 5, and you saw how quick that was. That was really doing a transaction. Now the question is, why did I not get redirected to the Near wallet to set the price on my token? It's because inside the application, I have what's called an access key, and the access key is limited to only doing a few certain transactions. So it can't send Near tokens. So for example, like before, the NFT. I'm going to sign out. Something happened. I heard a ding. Okay. I think we're good. So I'm going to sign. I signed out of that that account that you saw me using before. The account was called md1.testnet, and I'm going to sign in as a different account. I have the best names in the world, don't I? So this account is different. It's si1.testnet. So I'm going to sign in. And as you can see in my tokens, I don't have any tokens, but in the market, there's a token, the token that I put on for sale. So it shows who it owns the token and it shows the price. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, first let's check sale proceeds, none. Of course, I'm not selling anything. I have a balance of 202 near, so I can purchase this. So I'm going to close that and purchase it. Okay, so si1.testnet. Okay, so allow the purchase. Cool, cool. All right. So if I go to my tokens now, I own this token, right? So I can set the price a little higher if I want to. Set price. And there you go. And now I have obviously been, debited the amount of 5 near. And if I sign out, and once again, sign in as the other user, we have md1.testnet. Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Matt, but we are not able to see your screen anymore.
Oh, something happened. Okay.
Yeah.
I think something went ding, and yeah. Purchase my NFT and set a higher price. So someone has already purchased my NFT for 5 near, and then they have they have set the price at 10 near. Okay, so it's no longer my NFT. I don't have any NFTs. My token's empty. Okay, but I'm md1.testnet. But let's take a look at what happened. Oh, okay. So I'm in my wallet and I have 209 near and I have 5 near as sort of sale proceeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just transfer the funds to myself. And you'll see that number jump up in just a second. I have to refresh. This is what I was trying to fix, but then I ended up breaking something. So, don't worry about it. I'm just going to refresh the app. It's really quick. And you'll see 214.9. Okay, so there we go. I just earned near by selling this cool GIF of our co-founder, Ilya Polushkin. I'm probably saying it wrong. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to show you. But did you notice all this sign in, sign out stuff? Oh, it was pretty annoying, right? So you will notice I'm going to actually sign in now as a guest. So this is where it gets really cool. So what is a guest? Actually, before I do that, just a sec, I'm just going to restart the app because I want to show you a different flow. So this is an alternative flow. So I'm going to start this with, I have a local version of the Near wallet running. So you will see a little bit of different redirects to the Near wallet, but it's just to show you what it would be like using the Near wallet on mainnet, where you have to, when you go to create an account, you have to actually fund an account. So let's go through this flow, and then I'll talk about some of the code and how this all comes together. So first, I'm going to sign in as a guest. I'm not going to connect an existing Near wallet. So I'm going to sign in as a guest. So typically the problem in crypto that we're trying to solve at Near with our account model, our account system and access keys, the problem we're trying to solve is the fact that many people do not have crypto to start. And if you were around in 2018, 2019, folks like Austin Griffiths came up with burner wallet and meta transactions, and folks like Pedroid came up with Wallet Connect, and all of these amazing UX tools. Well, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. So we're gonna basically sponsor somebody, and we're going to add them to our smart contract, but they don't have an account yet. So we're going to basically allow them to do some things in our smart contract and use some of the gas fees, but we're not going to, they don't have a full account yet, but they do have the keys locally on their device. So they're basically in charge of their guest account, but they're limited to only spending a little bit on gas. So let's just see what it looks like to make it sort of feel a little bit more real. Okay. Oh, I've got a little error here. Hang on one sec. So that didn't work. Just give me 1 sec. I have to check my server. Oh, I think I have to just restart my server because it's a different smart contract. So I have the smart contract account, or the contract account being spit out here, and I had started my server earlier this morning, but I'd updated the contract account. So just give me 1 sec. I'm just going to refresh this, make sure we're all good. Sign in as a guest. Okay, so it's thinking about it. And what it was doing there is it was actually going to a Node.js server, and the Node.js server was adding my guest account to the smart contract. Now, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go to not just straight through the front end and just let anybody add themselves as a guest? Well, obviously, you can't sponsor everybody's gas fees, right? So you can't pay for everybody's gas. So, and similarly, you can't pay for everybody's NFT. So in this scenario, in this demo, the NFT onboarding demo, you'll see in these videos, I talk about this, quite a bit. The guests are limited to only minting 3 NFTs, so they get 3 chances to try to earn some near through their creativity. So I'm going to take another NFT here. I think this was another one from Nima. So you'll see it in just a second. So if I go to my tokens, you'll see just DAO it. Awesome. Okay. So, and remember, I'm a guest, right? And you'll see I only have, if I mint again, I'm using the second of the free mints. If I mint a third time, I'm out of tokens. I can't mint any more NFTs. Okay, as a guest. So, and obviously the guest account would be associated with like Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or some sort of login, some sort of protection against multiple users. We'll just have a sip of coffee here. You can enjoy, this GIF. Okay, so I'm going to set the price of this one similarly, five near. So there we go. It's thinking about it. Okay, great. So the price is set at 5 near. Remember, as a guest, I have never seen the Near wallet. I don't know what the Near wallet is. I don't know what's going on. It says guest account. I'm logged in with, TikTok. I don't know. So I don't have any Near, and all I can do is sign out. So I'm going to sign out. So now I'm signed out. Okay, so I'm not signed in as the guest anymore, and I'm going to connect a wallet, a real wallet, like an actual Near account with Near in it. So I'll just connect the si1.testnet. Yeah, what happened? Some sort of translation error. Just give me 1 sec. I think I just had a. Yeah, okay, so it just had like a little network issue. It must be because I'm streaming or something. So anyway, I signed in now. I might have an older version of the wallet too, so don't worry about it. So you'll see I was running the wallet on localhost. I'll show you why in just a moment. Okay, so si1.testnet is logged in, and on the market is this NFT that's owned by this unnamed account. It's just a bunch of gobbledygook. And I'm going to purchase that for 5 near. So it's going to redirect me to sign the transaction. Okay. So remember, the guest has still not seen the Near wallet, but the guest was able to create an NFT. Okay. So if we go to my tokens, this si1.testnet, they're collecting quite a bit. So similarly, the si1.testnet is going to raise the price of the token that they just bought. Just for fun, just for the lulz. Okay, so now we're in the account si1.testnet. So let's sign out, And let's sign back in as the guest account. Remember the guest account? Okay. So the guest signs back in, and that was instant because the guest, it's still in my local storage here. So that's why. So if I printed out my local storage, you'd see the same guest login. So that's why it just logged in instantly. So the guest has a key. So under my tokens, they don't have any tokens anymore. If you go to the market, you'll see, oh no, somebody bought their NFT. I mean, well, oh no, or oh yeah, that's actually good, but they raised the price. So, oh no, right? So the guest obviously can't purchase it back because still, remember, this guest account has no NEAR tokens, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the account and we see, oh, there's a balance of 5 NEAR. Great, okay, so that's cool. So remember, the guest came to the app, they created an NFT, 1 out of 3 NFTs. Someone thought that their NFT was valuable, so they purchased it from them. And the guest is now in full control of this 5 NEAR. The only way to actually move this 5 NEAR is to get into this person's local storage and to actually use the key that's on my device to move that 5 NEAR. So that's kind of how this progressive onboarding works. We let people come into our smart contracts. We pay for their transactions right away. It's not even really meta transactions, it's actual transactions. So we sponsor their gas fees and then we let them fund their accounts. So let's see what that looks like. I mentioned fund their accounts. So that's why I'm going to go to the localhost wallet here. And again, the only difference between my localhost wallet and the testnet wallet is that when I go to create a new account, it's going to show me the funding flow that you would typically see when you are on mainnet. And that's because I want to actually fund this account with my testnet NEAR. So I'm going to set up, MD4 because I'm very creative with my names. I'm going to pick a recovery phrase. I'm going to copy it. Don't worry, it's all testnet, so I don't care. Continue. Word number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, so once again, I mentioned the funding flow, right? So it's asking me to fund this account. So it's basically, where can I purchase NEAR, fund with a credit card? Okay, right? But I don't want to do all that. I'm a guest. I'm a creative person. I don't know what the NEAR wallet is, really. I just know that I was in this app. So let's think about the user, right? Let's think about the kind of people that we want to get people into our apps. We want to get them creating, and we want to get them, if they create something valuable, they should be in charge of what happens to that value next, okay? So this is where they get to the step where you tell them in the app, you say, it looks like you've got a lot of money, you should create a NEAR wallet. And then they have to go think about the NEAR wallet, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the funding address and we're gonna move the balance of 5 NEAR that's currently in the smart contract on testnet into this wallet or into this funding account, which is gonna create my MD4.testnet account. So we're gonna fund the account. And again, we're still doing it, with the guest access key. Okay, balance is 0. Okay, that's great. Sign out. Okay, so now, okay, I'm not here. I'm not signed in. I'm not anything. But look, my account was funded. Yay. Okay, so I acknowledge that the one-time funding address is invalid, blah, blah, blah. That's important. So your new account is md4.testnet. Finish, and you now have a wallet with funds in it. So it'll show up in just a sec. I'll take a sip of coffee. Yay! Sparkles, md4.testnet. Welcome to NEAR. Continue to account. So you'll see that 4.99 something NEAR. Of course, there was a little bit of NEAR that was paid for gas and stuff like that. There is also the option for the app to take a fee as a refund. So that is how we at NEAR kind of think about onboarding. We think that users should be brought into apps. They should be able to use the app right away, scoot around. And here, I'll just close this. connect wallet. And you'll see as my options, I now have the md4.testnet account as an option. Giphy's so weird. Okay, so I got this sign language guy. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, we actually have some interesting near GIFs. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'll take this GIF link and we'll mint it. And remember that now that I'm not a guest, I pay for my own gas fees. So I'm redirected to pay for one near. Okay. And one near was transferred. So if I look at my balance, 3.96 near. And if I look at my tokens, I've got my near GIF. Okay, cool. So now I can sell this to someone else for 5 near, and I can continue participating in the app and the market. So really, really good, user onboarding experience and user experience. So that's what we're striving towards. Just some quick updates on this example. So this example is a little bit older, but it's still totally valid for you in the context of a hackathon and something that you might want to do on testnet. If you just check out the latest repos on near-apps, if you're a little bit more advanced, you can find like NFT Launcher. This is like a newer version, but it's definitely a work in progress. So we are working, developing, discussing these things. There's definitely work to be done, so be careful. That's not an example that's ready to go. The NFT onboarding is ready to go for a hackathon and to do exactly what I demoed in that video. And you'll see in these other videos that I help you along with the code, and I sort of explain all the code. So that's why I'm live. I didn't want to just show you code all day long, and I showed you very little code. But it's all in those videos. So if you liked what you saw in the demo, you can do the exact same thing. Of detail, what's happening in the contract, what's happening with all of the demos and tests. You can run local tests for the server. So there's a Node.js server, and there's also, I'm just going to quit all this. You can run local tests like this, where you compile the contract and you also run the tests against the contract. There are tests in the test folder, right? And so I go through all of this in those videos. So if you liked what you saw, if you liked the app that you saw, and you want to build a near app for the hackathon, there's really only a couple hours of videos where you can start, you can check out the code at a very granular level, and everything is explained for you. And these tests are basically what happens with the smart contract. And in the source directory, you'll see that it's just a very simple React app. So I'll just kind of zoom in a bit more here. It's a very simple React app with components broken down that handle sort of like each concern. So the wallet, the keys for the guest. So it's called keys, but those are just managing keys for the guest user. The gallery, so showing the NFTs. The contract, so obviously interacting with the smart contract. And then there's a little bit of very, very small and light state management stuff. It's really easy to understand, and some utilities. And that's it. And then it all starts at app.js, which I will show here. It's pretty simple, a little bit crazy with the routing. So apologies, it's a little bit jumbly here, signed in, signed out, things like that. But that's really it for the code. And so once again, if you go to near-apps, that example is NFT onboarding. So that's the one that you should clone and for your hackathon, and then you can learn a little bit more by checking out some of the other videos. By the way, if you are hacking and you're into fungible tokens, this is complete. This is totally done. It's totally standard. It's really great. This is a fungible token launcher. The reason I was talking about NFTs for so long is because, here, I'll make it a little bigger. The reason I was talking about NFTs for so long is because they're hot right now, right? Like they're really exciting. So if you actually look each video is part of a series as well. I think I'm at the end of this video. Hang on. Each video is part of a series live. It's called Live App Review. I'll just have to type that in. Yeah, so there's a series here. I can't, there's Elon Musk holding up a Doge. Okay, I don't know why that's there. I think I was hiding my screen. Yeah, if you look up Live App Review, I think you have to go to a Near Protocol channel. Here, hold on. We got this weird guy. Where's our YouTube channel? Okay, sorry. One sec. Near Protocol. Okay, so if you go to Near Protocol on YouTube, you will see, we have a playlist. It's called Live App Review. So this is a lot of those videos that go as companions. So you can check out the type of app that you want to build, and then you can get, so for example, cross-contract calls. It's a little bit nerdy, but and it's not much of an app, but you can go to the video and then you can find the repo and it'll take you right there. So one last thing before I go, that's cool, huh? So I hope you enjoyed the app, and I hope you understood a little bit about the different types of user onboarding. So there's a real Near account. Let them, within some very tight parameters of gas usage, we let them use the app and we let them create. So this is not unlike the strategy of like a Web 2 company. So for example, everything you do on Facebook is free. Everything you do on Instagram is free. Everything you do on TikTok is free because you are the product, right? But here we're trying to do something a little bit different with Web 3. We're trying to say, okay, everything you do for a little bit up to a certain point is free. And we, the app, will front the costs. So we'll pay the costs a little bit. And then once you do something valuable, so for example, we could have 10,000 users and maybe only 100 of them do something valuable. Well, when they go to take their value out, we could actually charge a small fee that for each 100 people, they should be basically paying the cost of 100 other free users. So we can do interesting things like that. So the app would never really lose money, but instead it creates this thriving ecosystem of content and easy onboarding. So just some things to think about, and that's how we're approaching it. One last thing before I go, please take a couple of minutes to visit docs.near.org. Okay, so that's docs.near.org, docs.near.org, and hit on the community and check out our Discord, Telegram, our governance forum. I'll open that up actually. It's really active. So we do everything out in the open, and we cover all our topics out in the open. So basically get involved. If you really quickly want to join our Discord, it's just near.chat. So just type in near.chat and it should take you straight to an invite. So that's all I have. So I'm going to go back to AirMeet. I'm going to stop sharing, and I think I'm over time. So sorry about that.
That's really not an issue. Thank you so much, Matt. And if any of the attendees have any questions here for Matt, they can drop them in the questions box. We'll wait for a couple of minutes, and then probably we'll end the session.
Sure. Yeah. Let's hang out. Let's do some questions. And then I also just want to say, I am available in the Near Discord for questions later today. I'm not going to like share my screen or show you my Discord. It's probably a mess. But I am available in the Near Discord, so you can find me on the Near server. I'm pretty sure you can just DM me because that's what everyone does. So if you have questions with your example, either today or Sunday, I realize it's the weekend, but like, I don't care. I'll answer. And also, you know, like reach out on Telegram. There's a lot of really great Near developers in the community right now, and a lot of people are using the example like the one I just showed you. They're using the fungible token launcher, and they're around to also answer questions. So
Okay.
join up. I see.
So,
I'm mesmerized by these emojis. It's bad because my camera's up here, but the emojis are down there. So I'm like staring into the emojis. So
yeah,
try to
so
make
that's completely fine. And we have one question that has popped up. What was the IDE that you were using?
Oh, I was just using Visual Studio Code. Like I'm pretty basic. I don't really want to use fancy stuff. I think the reason you saw a bunch of colors is because I installed some like rainbow bracket extension. So it's just, it makes it easier for me to see like what's open, what's closed. Otherwise, all the brackets are the same color.
Okay, good. So I really don't think there are any other questions. So yeah, thank you once again. Thank you so much, Matt. And I'm sure everyone here had something to take away from such an interesting workshop. And
Can I just say one last thing about the demo too?
Sure.
Yeah, just really quick to all the hackers out there. One last thing about all those demos and all that sample repos. We're new near, as a blockchain, and we realize that it's not everybody knows, the Rust programming language or how near smart contracts work. So if you're coming from, the EVM kind of world and Solidity and stuff, it will look a bit different. But the reason why we are we're basically giving away all of these sample apps that are pretty much, 80, 90% of what you want to do. It's most of what you want to do because we want you to just have fun. We don't want you to be stuck trying to learn some syntax or trying to learn some language. So I highly encourage you, if you want to make a Near app, to just go mess around with these examples. You'll have an app up and running in like maybe 3 or 4 hours, and then you can customize on top of that. It's very flexible. It's very easy. If you want special properties for your NFT, you just start adding fields. I know I didn't show that to you today, but if you look at the videos that walk through the smart contract, you'll understand right away how to add sort of an extra property for your NFT. For example, maybe your NFTs are different levels of rarity. So you can add like a rarity property. You can add some sort of like experience points for every NFT. So people with multiple NFTs, you can actually read how much total experience they have as a collector. It's really fun and it's super easy to add methods, even with Rust. So we highly encourage you to just start with these example apps as a baseline.
Okay. So once again, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the entire SheHacks team, and it was a pleasure hosting you today. Thank you so much, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Bye.